these tests I'm actually going to be playing around with the CG. You can see this is the usual space where I've been running my battery kind of forward, and just yesterday I'll share a video, a clip up above. You'll see I was playing around at a local club meet and gave the boat some serious speed down the main straight into a northwester, and she kind of took off and did a very dramatic backflip over the finish line. Although it was enjoyed by all that witnessed it, it's not what we want for a boat. So you can see what I'm doing today. I've actually gone extreme and I've moved the battery right into the front of this boat. This particular hull was built for a nitro, so it wasn't really geared to run FE. So anyway, what I'm trying to do is I have been battling to get the ideal CG, I have to admit, and I've been trying to compensate by trimming the motor down, but you get to a point where you don't want to do trimming more than that, because otherwise your thrust line ends up being too aggressive and you're actually wasting forward thrust, forward drive. I mean, you want to really, in essence, be driving all your thrust line. You want it to be as forward as possible. You don't want to be chasing it up or down too much. So anyway, I've moved the CG forward now. It's around about, I would say, somewhere between 33 and 35%. And I'm just going to give it a run in the water. The water, fortunately, today is still a little bit rough outside. We've got a nice stiff little northwesterly blowing down the channel here, so I'll get a good idea for how much better this position is. And this is all just information I'm gathering for the future FE hull that I'm going to be redesigning for this class. So let's go put it on the water and see how it goes. Right, so setting a boat up on a perfectly flat day is actually of no use if you intend racing your boat, because generally you're going to get down to the pond and the weather's not going to be perfect, and then once you got 10 other boats in the water, it's going to be as rough as hell anyway. So what you want to be doing is setting a boat up to be able to handle some really broken water surface. Today looks a little bit smooth on the camera, but I can promise you in reality it's quite a nice little bump on the water here, and let's see what it goes like. That's looking much better, eh? So that's, you can see I got a stiff breeze. I'm running with the wind now, but when I turn, I'm running into the wind here. Giving it full stick, staying nice and flat. I like it. Very smooth. Very nice steering. See that CD move forward. I've got a better sort of pivot point on the sponson. They say you eat an elephant one bite at a time, one bite at a time. You set your boat up one increment at a time, eh? Ooh. Ooh. We're going to race this with confidence, that's for sure. Something just died. There we go, just as I thought. Last night I made this quick intermediate coupling between my ESC and my battery. It was too short. I just put this together. The soldering joints failed as expected. I was expecting it, to be honest with you. So just a quick solder. But anyway, so what I'll actually do now is a lot of people just think the thing to do would be to lengthen the power wires. But what you don't want with electrics is to have long power wires. In actual fact, the ideal is to have as shorter power wires as possible. And if you lengthen the output three-phase wires for the motor, that doesn't affect things. But when your LiPo battery power to ESC is actually, that's what you want to keep as short as possible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to lengthen the wires. I'm going to move the ESC as close as I can, maybe even just put it here, and then have longer wires going to the motor. I was very happy with how the boat ran, and I think that's definitely the place I want to be. So at the moment I've got the LiPo right in the front here. It's a bit of a mission fitting it in this hull. That's why I do know that I need to reconfigure the new FE hull, but yeah, it's always good moving forward one step at a time, as I say, increment at a time, making change. And so yeah, running the CG somewhere between 33 and 35% looks great on this boat, magic.